Awesome day, Zoniacs. Welcome to Living in the Zone. This show is for coaches, teachers, athletes, business people, families, everybody and anybody that wants to get more disciplined, more focused, more confident, more relaxed, and loving life to the absolute maximum. It's being in a purposeful, calm zone state, as we call it. And this show will show you how to do it, why you get in it, why you get out of it. And it's a show to help you be your genuine, authentic best. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And more importantly, there's somebody in your life that you need to share this show with, because we have information that's going to help them cross that bridge from mediocrity over into greatness. This show is about you being your genuine, authentic best in everything in your life. There's a lot of misconceptions when we talk about the zone. Oh, it's for athletes, it's for superstars. And there's no question, I've been coaching for 50 years, and I've coached superstars from Alex Rodriguez to the great Frank Thomas, Luke Donald, Peter Fleming winning Wimbledon. I've coached a lot of great athletes. But the zone is for all of us because it's in us. It's in our DNA. Sometimes we get in the zone just because we're in a stress situation, and that fight or flight switch gets lifted up. Our eyes dilate, our breathing lowers, our heart rate goes up. We have more strength, more intuition, and it'll bail us out of any kind of jam, any kind of trouble. And we've all been in that zone state. But you can get, like we talked about, you can get in the zone reading a book, watching a movie. You know, you're watching the movie and you're so scared, but you're so into it. You're in a purposeful, calm state. You're literally in the movie, and you feel what the character is feeling. The zone is everywhere. But what if you could put it on like an overcoat anytime you wanted, at the right time, at the right place, to reach your absolute best and maybe even go beyond what you thought you could do? That's the S.C.O.R.E system. The S.C.O.R.E system, S.C.O.R.E is an acronym for self-discipline, concentration, optimism, relaxation, enjoyment. 5 markers that unlock biochemistry to get you in a zone state. You have a high or low level at any time of self-discipline. You can be locked in on what you're doing, and hey, you want to go fishing? The next thing you know, you're fishing, you're not locked in at all on what you were doing. You're in it, you're not in it. And when you're aware of being in it, well, you're not in it anymore. The zone. And the S.C.O.R.E system was discovered to get you into that mindset. It's based on one premise. 8 billion of us have 5 markers. We all have the same 5 markers. A person in China that's 13 years old, a woman in the U.S. that's 60, they have the same marker, just like a DNA marker, the same marker of self-discipline. It's either very high or it's very low. That produces cortisol. We have the same marker in concentration, the ability to stay locked in the moment. Some can stay in longer. Some we're in and out, can't hold our focus at all. Concentration's low. Some of us, when we're focused at a high level, we have oxytocin. We have glycogen in the bloodstream, and we can hold that focus longer. That's missing for most of us right now. And we also have the marker of optimism, which gives us confidence, belief, expectancy, and each of us have a relaxation marker, our serotonin level. As it fluctuates, we go from tense to relaxed, from tense to relaxed all day long. And last and not least, each of us have an enjoyment marker. So how is your enjoyment level? Zoniacs, welcome to Living in the Zone, where you're going to learn how to increase each of these 5 markers, lock into a purposeful calm state. That's where your best arrives, and you can do it in every arena of your life. And if you want to take a deeper dive in the S.C.O.R.E system on how to put the zone on like an overcoat, go to ZoneCoach.com. You can also take one of our assessments. You'll see your missing link. You can find that at ZoneCoach. But there's a lot of information, and also contact us. Contact me if you want to take a deeper dive on taking your life to the very next level. Let's roll up our sleeves because a storm is coming. This show is preparing for a storm. What is that storm? 'Tis the season. It's at this time of the year, Thanksgiving, family, travel, right into Christmas. Family, travel, right into New Year's. Out with the old, in with the new. From Thanksgiving through New Year's, we know that's the most stressful time of the year. What does that mean? That means I know it's going to be expensive. I know that Thanksgiving may be double or triple expensive as it was the year before. I know that I need to budget, and I've thought about budgeting for 15, 20 years for the holidays, and normally it doesn't faze me. But I'm thinking about it a little bit different this time. I really am. I'm thinking maybe I don't go to Grandma's house. Why? Travel's too difficult? TSA, difficult? Delayed flights? There's more stress in this time than any other time of the year. What else is stressful? I miss my mom. I miss my dad. And my mom loved Christmas. Maybe your mom's not around as well. And she loved Christmas. So when you see Christmas and feel that spirit of happiness and cheerfulness, you miss your mom. So it conjures up that. That's a stressful time. Maybe you're a widower. How stressful is the holidays now? And when it comes to being thankful, and we'll address that next week, what are you thankful for? And are you prepared for everybody else on the planet also being stressful? Driving is going to be stressful between Thanksgiving and New Year's. Airports, stressful. Grocery stores, stressful. And now what's going to happen when you finally get your family together? All the negativity that we haven't heard, all that craziness that people have buried and kept it private, throwing a couple of cocktails, Uncle Bob's drinking a little wild turkey, and all of a sudden now we're having politics discussions, we're having discussions on how to raise our children, we're having shoulda, coulda, woulda discussions, and I'm telling you, the storm is coming for a lot of people. What's going to happen with the economy? I don't know. It's uncertain. That's why it's stressful. So let's talk about what is stress, because at the end of the show, I want to get into the final word on giving you some tools and tips on how to handle this hurricane of negativity. What if it doesn't happen? That would be glorious if it didn't happen. But I'm prepared for the worst, always hoping and seeing the best. Yes, Uncle Bob, I love him until that third wild turkey. Then all hell breaks loose in the house. I get it. It's happened before, but I've got a feeling this year the storm is coming. Let's get ready for a bountiful, amazing end of the year celebration of who you are. And then what else is happening during this time? Well, you're trying to finish the fourth quarter at your best. You're trying to close November out and open a great December. And you're preparing for the end of the year so that you can get prepared for 2026. I know personally, you've got a lot going on. So while you've got your own blueprint of where you want to go and how you want to do it, you need to put on your blinders so that you can only focus on what serves you well, your family well, your company well, and that's it. But there's things that you can control to help you have an amazing, amazing last few days of 2025. And now we're going to take a little detour. Instead of going and checking your S.C.O.R.E level, which we do at the Zone Cafe every week, Zoniacs. And again, welcome new to the show. A Zoniac is someone that uses the S.C.O.R.E system to get in the zone to be the best they can be. So again, welcome Zoniacs to the show, back to the show, new to the show. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave some comments down below. But let's go to the Zone drone. Let's get that drone up in the air. Let's look above our life. I'm going to walk through a few potential areas in your life, and I want you to think immediately, what do I want out of that part of my life? What's my vision in that life? Let's go to the obvious. Let's go to your job. Now, maybe you own your company. Maybe you're the president of your company, or maybe you're starting out of college and you're in an entry-level position in the company. What do you want? And start thinking now. What do you want next year? What do you want when the year is over? What one vision do you see in your business, job, career arena? Shut your eyes, unhinge your jaw, unless you're driving, and see a vision, something that's measurable. Don't say happy. Don't say independently wealthy. Something that is measurable. Now go to your significant other. And if you don't have a significant other right now, stay on the sidelines. But if you do, 1 + 1 = 3. You and him, you and her together equal more than apart. That's a vision. Do you see that? Do you see that positive connection of communication on a daily basis? See the vision, 1 + 1 = 3. Let's go to your wellness. You know, at my age, I've been doing this a long time, over 50 years. Health and wellness starts to come at the forefront. I didn't think about it much. I was fit when I played pro tennis in my teens and in my early 20s. But at 70-some years old, I'm thinking about it on a daily basis. What do you want out of your wellness? But don't say, I want to lose 25, 30 pounds. Get into the drone and see yourself in the future fit. See yourself thin. See yourself getting in that bikini that you haven't been in since you were in high school. See only what you want as you're in the drone looking over your life in the future. What do you want? Let's go to the one thing that everybody thinks about, even if you don't have any of this. Money, 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 money. How much money you got in your pocket? How much change you got? How much equity in your house? What's your net worth? You're in the drone right now. What do you see? Do you see $1 million in the bank? Do you see 100,000 saved? What do you see in your financial aspect of your life? Do you see yourself in a new house in a suburb outside of a big city? What do you see in that financial part of your life? How much money are you saving? How much are you making? Remember, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep and how much you got. You must see it in a measurable way. Go to your friends' arena. Are they good friends or just acquaintances? Are these friends that if they called up and said, hey, I need 10 grand, would you send it without asking them what it is? I got 2 friends in my life that would do that for me, and I would do it for them. Now, if they ask for 100 grand, I'm going to give them the inquisition. If I, well, really, 100 grand, what's going on? But 2 friends in 76 years that would do that and not even question me? Most of us, we don't look at our friends close enough. Our friends have feelings. Our friends have visions. Our friends have dreams. Our friends have anxiety. Our friends have stress. How's your friend arena? And are you the best you can be? From the drone, look in the future. Are you the friend that everybody looks up to? Are you the friend that makes everybody else better? Let's go to your son arena. We're all sons or daughters. Mom and dad, they don't live anymore. My parents passed away. But every day, I still honor them by how I act, how I dress, how I talk, how I feel. Whatever I say is a reflection on their raising me, the legacy. Am I the best son that I can be? I think about that frequently. Frequently. Think about, are you the best you can be? Have you made mom better? Have you made dad better? You know, they've been coaching you a long time. You know, if you haven't already, you'll be coaching them. You know, Dad, you shouldn't drive anymore. You know, Dad, you need to take it easy. I think you're driving too fast. You're going to be coaching your parents at some point. How's that going? You ready for that? Stay in the drone. How's your brother? How's your sister? Are you the best you can be? From the drone, look into the crystal ball future. What kind of relationship? You know, the brother that you don't talk to very often. You know, the sister that really ticks you off, the big sister who's bossing you since you were 8, and she's still bossing you now that you're 38. You know who I'm talking about. Becky, Barbara, you know her. You love your sister. Man, can she be a pain. Why? Well, she's a big sis. That was her role growing up. Take care of your little brother. And she's still doing it, even though you make 10 times more money than her and have 1,000 times more responsibility. Bury the hatchet with your family. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We got holidays coming up. Stay in the drone. What else do we need to fix? Are you the best neighbor you can be? Or you just pull into the house and pull out of the house? Maybe wave. Don't even care. You're not even aware of your neighbor's loneliness, your neighbor's need for help. And do you help? Are you the best neighbor that you can be? You know, once a week, all my clients, and I've had 5,000 where I've designed their blueprint of their life, and then I teach them the S.C.O.R.E system on how to manifest it, and I hold them accountable. That's the one thing about me you need to know. If I'm coaching you, I will hold you accountable once we agree on where you want to go and how you want to get there. And then you got to reach that standard every single day. The zone drone. This was getting up above your life. And then when we go back to the money, I want you to see it one more time. Shut your eyes. How much money do you want in your bank account? What kind of salary do you want? What kind of profit, EBITDA, do you want in your business? See it in your mind right now as if it's so, as it will be. We've segregated your life right now into standalone arenas. In each of these life arenas, and we can go to self last, which probably should be first. How's your wellness? Are you fit? We talked about it. I'm going back to it again. Why? Because we leave that last. Most of us are givers. Most of us are aware of what's going on. But I don't know why it is. We pay ourselves last in business, and we treat ourselves last in wellness. We tell other people to eat better, but we don't. We tell other people to exercise, but we're not consistent doing it ourselves. This show today is about getting your act together before the stress is going to hit, because when it does, it's going to shred a blueprint that's based on faulty premise. This is a blueprint where I want you to see only what you want in your life, in each faction of your life, from money to relationships. And how about that significant other relationship? Is 1 + 1 really 3? Are you on the same page? Get it together in the zone drone right now, because stress, negative stress, will tear all those arenas apart and will shred every one of those visions we've talked about. If you can put it in writing, old school, either in your computer, on a tablet, in your phone, in your notes, you write these visions down, you've got a 40-some% chance of reaching it more than if you didn't. And most of us, we usually only focus on our business or our sport. And I've told every athlete, Alex Rodriguez, every athlete, 31 All-Stars in Major League Baseball, You're more than a baseball player. You're more than a tennis player. You're more than an athlete. You're more than a businesswoman. You're more than a businessman. You've got a lot more than just your income stream. This show is about being balanced. It's about keeping it simple. Stay tuned because we're going to go to the final word. I'm going to give you a couple of tools on how to get ready for the storm. I think it's coming, and if it doesn't arrive, we're still going to be chilling and having a great time. Thanksgiving to New Year's, that season of stress is upon us. Let's manage it. Let's focus on how to combat all the negativity of it, and let's have an amazing, disciplined, focused, confident, calm and cool, and absolute enjoyable holiday season. And now, let's see who was in the zone this past weekend, and let's see who's not. I am going to go to sports. I need to go only one place. Now, you all know I have our office, our global headquarters, just a little bit outside of Chicago, Oak Brook Terrace. So what's this show about now? The Bears. Come on! The Bears. We're in first place. What? We were the worst team in the conference last year. We were terrible. Not now. And if it's close, it's an auto. If it's close, we win. We've won 7 games in a row, 7 out of 8. We are the heart attack kids. We win in the last second. Caleb, you're amazing. Cairo kicker, you're in the zone. Defense, ball hawking, getting the ball back. Our defense got shredded, but when we needed a pick, when we need a fumble recovery, we're there. The Chicago Bears from top to bottom, you are in the zone. I don't want to go anywhere. We're in first place. I don't want to think about next week. I don't want to think about playoffs. I just want to revel that the Bears, not the Detroit Lions, not the dreaded Packers, and it's not the Vikings. We are in first place. The Bears, you're in the zone. And here's why they're in the zone. Ben Johnson had a blueprint of what he wanted the Bears to become. And he preached that every day. The consistent discipline of how he opens a practice, closes a practice, opens a game, closes a game. It's been as consistent as possible. The team with the most constants in a crazy game of variables will prevail. Ben Johnson, your discipline is infectious. Your discipline permeates a team. Your discipline is now permeated a city. Why? Because this up and down yo-yo performance, it's starting to hit a solid high minimum requirement for a solid performance. You have set a Bears standard that no coach has set all the way back to probably Ditka. No one has set that standard. We have an identity. We are tough. We are disciplined. We are focused. We are now confident. The Bears have been talking about belief all weekend after this win. We believe, we believe. I don't think that's true. I think they've gone beyond that. I think for the first time, we expect to win close games. That's a big difference. We've believed that. We believed it last year. But belief won't get it. You got to have expectancy. Then when you get a little validity, a little positive feedback, I now know I can do it. And when you've won and come back that many times in the fourth quarter, you're now approaching from belief, expectancy, to knowing. Ben Johnson, you definitely are in the zone. And calm and cool, you're calm and cool on the sidelines. Now, I know you get fired up because we've heard your speech, better, best, over and over, and that's permeated. We got T-shirts and I think people are getting tattoos with that tattooed on them. But the one thing I know, when things are crazy, things are up and down, and there's tremendous uncertainty about your company, about you, about who you are. Once you get consistent with your identity, where you're going to open strong, you're going to make adjustments swiftly, you're going to adapt to the game and to the environment of the game, you'll figure out how to win, but you're a closer, a finisher, because you know who you are. Chicago Bears, you are in the zone. You're a Zoniac team right now. All I can say is rest, recover, replenish, and get back in the zone. Your schedule is going to be very tough, but I think you're up to it. Chicago Bears, Zoniacs. And who's not in the zone? Ding dong, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch of the West is the Kansas City Chiefs for a decade. Just write them in. They're going to the playoffs. That's a given. They're going to the conference championship. That's a given. They're going to the Super Bowl. That's probably a given, whether they're going to win or not. That is who they've been for 10 years. For the first time this year, they've lost 5 games. 5 games, less than one score. 5 games by just a few points. Last year, they won them all. What is the difference? The mystique, the aura that I have to do more than I think I need to do against the Chiefs has caused me to lose. Now, I don't have that feeling. That mystique is gone. I can compete with you guys. You guys are more normal than ever before. You can talk about injuries. You can talk about all kinds of things. But the mystique of Kansas City, I think, is gone. It looks like the West is going to go through Denver. What a win with Denver. And they also were missing personnel. Who's not in the zone? Oh, I think people are wearing black in Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs, not in the zone. And now, let's go to the final word. Right now, through New Year's Eve, we're going to have uninvited negative stress enter each of our lives. It's going to come from friends, family, media, news, prices at the grocery store, prices for toys, finances. It's going to be extremely hold your throat, hold your chest type of stress. It is the most stressful time without what's going on in our society. It always has been. Here's what I want you to take away. My favorite living thing, besides the human and animals, of course, the palm tree. Why do I love the palm tree? Come to our office in Oak Brook Terrace, our world headquarters. There's palm trees in every single room. They're now decorated with Christmas lights and holiday cheer, but we have palm trees. And why is that? I love the palm tree because when there's a hurricane, the palm tree is the first line of defense. It absorbs the negative wrath of the 100-mile-an-hour plus winds of a hurricane. It has very deep roots of conviction, so it bends, but it doesn't break. And it can bend all the way back to the sand. And it absorbs the negative wrath of the storm. Come on in. Its palm fronds, a few of them may be flicked off by the winds, but for the most part, it stays intact. Now, there's no oak trees on the beach. They don't have deep roots. They've got branches that go against the wind and brace against it. Well, their branches are broken, their roots are uplifted, and the oak tree's gone. This holiday's coming up. Be a palm tree. As soon as you have a hurricane in your life, a little micro hurricane, maybe in line at the grocery store, maybe driving on the way to the store, a lot of crazy things, a lot of stress with a lot of people going on. When those things pop up, and they will pop up, unhinge your jaw, lower your breathing, and be the palm tree. Let somebody yell at you. Let somebody honk their horn at you. You don't need to have a negative reaction. Your superpower, my superpower, our superpower, Zoniacs, is allowing no one to elevate our breathing. You keep your breathing under 10 breaths, and the palm tree This tool will help you do that. I'm going to let a stranger elevate my breathing to now I'm stressed out and maybe upset and even angry and say things and do things that I'd like to take back, but I probably can't. Be in control. Be a palm tree in life's hurricanes. Stay calm, stay purposeful, stay in the zone, everybody, and don't forget, subscribe so that this show is right to your inbox, ready to go every single week. Be sure to share it. You got any comments on it? You want me to talk about any subject in your life? Again, living in the zone is not just for the athlete. It's for life, it's for business, and definitely it is for sports. But it's for your 8-year-old, it's your 18-year-old, and your 28-year-old. And it's for you, however old you are. Because age right now, to me, is irrelevant. I just look at everybody as a score level. So get your score level balanced, get yourself in that zone state, and let's get ready for an amazing holiday season. Put on a happy face, wake up happy, go to bed happy, and I will see you next week back in the zone. Let's go, Zoniacs. It's the best time of your life because you've got tools to control how you think, control how you feel, and control all your results. Be in the zone. It is the place to be.